All right, welcome to the PTCB Prep Guide. Today, we're jumping right into one of the most critical and, let's be honest, sometimes feared parts of the exam: dosage calculations. But here's the secret. The key to solving any of these problems isn't about being a math genius. It's about having a solid, step-by-step method. And in this explainer, we're going to break down that exact approach to make these problems feel way less scary and a whole lot easier to master.
So, if you've ever looked at a pharmacy math problem and felt that little knot of anxiety in your stomach, you are absolutely not alone. It's a huge hurdle for so many people studying for the exam, but trust me, we're going to change that.
You see, the real trick isn't the multiplication or the division. The actual challenge is learning how to read the question itself. It's kind of like being a detective. You got to know which clues to pull out, what the main mission is, and what's just background noise. Honestly, most mistakes happen long before anyone even thinks about picking up a calculator.
So, with that in mind, let's take a look at the types of challenges you're actually going to face. You have to know your opponent to win the game.
You're going to run into a few common scenarios: dosing based on a patient's weight or body surface area, figuring out single doses versus, say, a whole day's worth, and running safety checks with dose limits. It can feel like a lot of different things to juggle, which is exactly why having one single universal method to handle all of them is such a game changer.
And that brings us to the heart of what we're talking about today: your step-by-step method. This is the strategy that's going to bring order to the chaos and give you the confidence to tackle any dosage problem they throw at you.
Seriously, forget trying to memorize a dozen different formulas for a dozen different problems. All you really need is this one powerful six-step strategy that turns what looks like a complex question into a simple, predictable process.
And here it is. This is our roadmap. Step 1, figure out what kind of problem you're looking at. Step 2, pull out all the important numbers. Step 3, make sure all your units match up. Convert if you have to. Step 4, plug it all into the basic formula. Step 5, do a quick sanity check. Does the answer even make sense? And finally, Step 6, think in layers, building up from a single dose to the total for the whole treatment. Okay, let's see it in action.
Theory is great, right? But the real magic happens when we actually apply it. So let's take a typical multi-layered PTCB-style problem and walk through it together, using our six-step method from start to finish.
Okay, here's our problem. We've got weight, a specific dose, a frequency, and a duration, all wrapped up in one question that's asking for 3 different answers. Now, I know it might look a bit intimidating at first glance, but with our structured approach, this is totally manageable.
First things first. Step 1, identify the problem type. And the rule here is simple. Don't touch the calculator yet. Our only job right now is to understand what the question is asking us to find.
So, if we break down the doctor's order, we can see a few key things. The dosing is clearly weight-based. It says 2 milligrams per kilogram. The administration is repeated, right? We see Q8H, which means every 8 hours. And there's a specific time frame, a duration of 5 days. Just like that, we've decoded our mission.
Now we can move on to Step 2, extract the key values. We know what we're supposed to do, so now we just pull out the raw data we need to get it done. This is where you act like a filter, grabbing only what's important.
So we'll get our information organized. Patient's weight, 70 kilograms. The dose prescribed, 2 milligrams per kilogram. Duration is 5 days. And here's a super important translation. The frequency is Q8H, which of course means 3 doses per day. Perfect. All our raw materials are ready to go. And now we finally get to the calculations. This is where Step 6, think in layers, really comes into play. We're going to solve this one piece at a time, starting with the very first layer, the dose for just one single administration.
We just take the values we pulled out and plug them in. The order is for 2 milligrams per kilogram, and our patient is 70 kilograms. We multiply those two together, and we get 140 milligrams. That's it. First answer, done.
See? Pretty easy, right? Now let's just build on that. The next layer is the total daily dose. How much of the medication is the patient getting in one full 24-hour day?
Well, we take our single dose, which we now know is 140 milligrams. And from Step 2, we figured out that every 8 hours means 3 doses a day. So we multiply 140 by 3, which gives us 420 milligrams per day. Second answer, locked in.
And now we're ready for the final layer. What's the total amount of medication needed for the entire 5-day treatment?
We take our daily dose, that's 420 milligrams, and we multiply it by the 5-day duration of the treatment. And that gives us a grand total of 2,100 milligrams. We've solved all 3 parts of the question. By breaking it down into simple, manageable pieces, that complex problem suddenly became pretty easy.
Okay, now that you've seen the method in action, let's lock all this down with a few key tips that'll help you avoid some of the most common traps on exam day.
These are the little things that make a huge difference. If you have different units, always convert them first. Immediately translate any frequencies like Q8H into a number, so 3 per day. And this last one is so important, it's our step 5. Always do a quick sanity check. Just ask yourself, does 140 milligrams seem like a reasonable dose for this kind of drug? A quick gut check like that can catch so many simple mistakes.
So, the biggest takeaway here is this. Don't waste your energy being scared of the math. Focus on mastering the method. Once you have a reliable process that you follow every single time, the calculations themselves just become simple and predictable.
And there you have it. By following this consistent step-by-step approach, you can turn any complicated dosage question into a series of simple, easy calculations. So keep practicing this method, and you'll be ready to ace any pharmacy math they throw at you on exam day. Don't forget to subscribe and share, and definitely comment below to let us know which type of dosage problem you want us to solve next. Thanks for watching.